possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Round kicks to MP. Busted. No good that time either.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Dosunmu. A wide open look here for Vucevic. Nice shot from the wing.
Big man Vuce showing some quickness on that release.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons. They're almost a decade younger. Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. He can fit in defensively. He could be a long-term contributor, guys.
Yeah, he's more than capable. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. 5 to shoot. The shot. Giddy, no good.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
MP, no good.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
White the pass to Giddy. Count that one.
Well, Giddy loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
So the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Nets in Brooklyn. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He picked up 29 points, and he couldn't be kept off the glass. His numbers from that game jumped off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. But we'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested.
Oh, my goodness!
Okay, that is just insane.
What heart by MP going through contact there and converting.
Boston shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting one. Free throw, no good for MP. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. For Chicago, Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Buzelis, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for Dosunmu. Switch here. White's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Smith comes in for White, and it's Carter in for Josh Giddey. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. And Williams with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Over to the wing. Collins finds Smith. Carter outside. Target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's the Chicago Bulls heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with
the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
It's Boucher out there with White. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Minot in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Pass to Smith. 6 to shoot. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Collins, good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now Boucher. Nothing on the board. Stolen by Collins. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. First one falls for it. And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-star.
White, it's stolen by Buzelis. To the paint, he's looking for Williams and finds him. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Giddey surveying the D. Shot clock at 5. And finished off by Collins.
Excellent job navigating the screen and roll there. Giddey showing his vision on that one.
Pass to Minot. Screen by MP. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Josh Giddey. The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Vucevic, he's checked in for the Bulls. Kevin Huerter comes in for Patrick Williams. Inside, Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
That's just an aggressive finish by Vuce. Once he gets strong inside positioning, he's looking for the finish.
Pass to Minot. Back to MP. MP rattling the rim.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Drills the three-pointer.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brown outside. Brown gets a screen from White. And it's Brown missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. White, he's checked in for Chicago. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Atlanta, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to climb into that top 5.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they're happy with their ranking. Also, they understand what needs to be done to climb. Plenty of time with half the season remaining.
And MP throws it down.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding them and feeding them.
Pass to White. Back to Giddey. Here's Buzelis. Misses the 3. Here's Shireman. White covering. Back to White. It's tipped.
Making good use of his length, Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
Giddey kicks to Vucevic. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Vucevic has got 9.
And after struggling out the gate, he's looked more confident. And it's why his teammates have continued to feed him.
White, and MP throws it down.
Making sure of that one, NP at ground zero.
Vucevic down low. MP's there. Vucevic with the bucket.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Pass to Sharman. Off target from three-point range. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to...
Nikola Vucevic firing on all cylinders for the Chicago Bulls. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Bulls.
You have to ask yourself.
Thank you for being with us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. MP really making a difference here.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted area seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
So for Chicago right now, at the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. An efficient score, Kobe White effective with or Greg without the ball in his hand.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
And Greg